whether or not you would take up a very heavy mantle. For not only today will you become a peer and all that it means within our society, you will also be one of the first 3 members of the Order of Defense, and there is much building and work ahead of you. What is your answer to the question that we sent you?
Absolutely.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel who will speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, by your leave, I will claim that privilege. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, people of the East, and any visitors who may be here as well. Like myself, for instance. I am Alexander, still. I am a member of the Order of the Laurel, still. And it is my great privilege and honor to be able to speak on behalf of Fraiser. Fraiser is a problem. He is an artist, but his words are written on the flesh of his foeman with a needle of steel. His song is sung in the clash of blades, and his dance is the graceful interplay of bodies locked in combat. Your Majesties, unfortunately that means that I cannot recommend him to you as a member of the Order of the Laurel. Because there is in fact, as of a few moments ago, a far more appropriate order for Fraiser. And I can only say that had this order existed before this day, Fraiser would have been recognized as my peer many, many years ago.
That's right.
And it is with great pleasure that I recommend to you wholeheartedly that Fraiser be recognized as a master of defense. Thank you.
Is there a member of chivalry who is not here but has somebody else to speak for him in attendance?
Your Majesties, I bear the words of Sir Joseph. Your Majesties, I have been saying more than a quarter century a lot when speaking of peerage candidates lately. Generally, it has been about the length of the person's service. This is also true for Fraiser. What is different is that we have been waiting for this day to come for more than a quarter century. I have many stories of Fraiser's activities over the years. Most are funny, some are embarrassing, but all speak to the qualities, capital Q, that are Fraiser's. His skill, his loyalty, his honesty, and his devotion to the progress of rapier in our society. We are not of the same blood, but we are of the same heart. Fraiser is my peer. It is a good thing you do this day. And please allow me to recommend him on behalf of Sir Joseph and myself.
Of the Rose that would speak for this candidate.
Your Majesty. I was Countess Keelan, and I bear the words of the coolest rose in all of Ethelmark.
That is absolutely
That is true.
That is totally true. That is truly true.
Noble cousins of the East, I, Kirill Olasdottir, Countess Ethelmark, premier rose of the Sylvan Kingdom, and companion of the Order of the Pelican, send these words home to the old country with great joy. We're the old country. And with the assistance of my dear sister, Countess Keelan. She wrote this before today. To be a peer of the East is no small thing. My patent is from the hands of Bjorn and Morgan, and it gives me great pride. Eastern peers are forthright and direct. They hold honor above all. They do not fear to speak their minds. They are imperfect and always strive to be better. Our elevation is the first step of a long journey. We spend the rest of our lives trying to be worthy of the accolade. Long ago, when I sat the throne of Sylvan Ethelmark, Fraiser MacLeod was a young and talented fencer. He fought in the tournament to vie for the chance to be my champion and captured my heart with his grace and his skill. He became a good friend and was a constant source of support during our reign. We created him the 8th white scarf of our kingdom, and the scarf he bore was created by my hand. It has been my honor to name him as my friend. In the nearly 20 years since then, he has never ceased to work tirelessly to make fencing happen and to make it fun. He has held to the ideals I saw upon the field those many years ago. Beneath his somewhat curmudgeonly exterior,
She's married Ingvar, and she's calling him a curmudgeon.
Somewhat curmudgeonly exterior.
Gotcha.
He is kind and caring. He defends the weak and champions those who need a champion. He speaks truth to power without fear. He is, at his core, a fine example of a human being. The founding members of this peerage will need strength, courage, and vision. They will need kindness and patience. They will need a mix of pride and humility. Fraiser MacLeod has these qualities. To be a peer of the East is no small thing. I welcome Fraiser on his first step of his journey. He will spend the rest of his life trying to be worthy of the accolade.
Thank you, Your Highness. Is there someone who's going to speak that's going to represent the populace?
That honor falls to me, Your Majesty.
Bring it on.
My name is Jon de Montaigne. I'm a baron, I'm a member of the Order of the Golden Rapier, and every once in a while, I get to fence with Fraiser. And this is hard to do.